You're listening to Listen to Sun 969, part 2 of our Ramble this morning.
I think, for me, a topic that we didn't talk about in part 1, which is probably worth bringing up, and we're both a bit sad today in a way, Melbourne Storm. What happened?
I don't know, they lost.
Yeah, they lost and they were up during the game.
They were. It was a very disappointing game. That last 10 minutes was shocking.
Yeah, well, I didn't see the game.
Oh, I watched it. Storm and my team. I watched it start to finish.
Yes.
Yep. It was not good.
Storm are technically my team too.
Technically? What
Technically,
do you mean?
but, well, they are, but I didn't watch the game because I had shopping to do and things like that.
Are they just technically your team because you go from Melbourne, or
Correct.
are you a supporter of the NRL?
Oh, no, look, if I wanted to watch a team and be excited about it, that would be the team.
I know that, but I'm saying, are you a supporter of the NRL? Are you, like, right into it, or do you just, if you had to pick a team, you'd pick Storm?
I'm not going to say one way or the other because I feel like I'm in the middle. I didn't like NRL for a while until I started pressing the buttons for SEN radio for many, many years for NRL games, and I got to press the breakfast show. So it's quite funny. The breakfast show was done in Sydney and also there was one done on the Gold Coast, and I would press the buttons in Melbourne in a studio for them. Which is the way the world has worked now. It's all technology is really good. Not so much out here, where our technology is still back in the 90s. Yeah. But, they had the latest technology at SEN. It wasn't set up well at times because it was quite experimental what they were doing with a lot of it. Yeah. Particularly for this country, they were really setting it up. I guess trailblazing could be a way, or just basically going on the fly, maybe more. That's the way to put it for that radio company. I can say that. It was... chaos, organised chaos. No, disorganised chaos would be a better way of putting it, because we're all new. It was like they just kept doing more and more things, like more and more radio shows, more and more radio stations, and they're still doing that. They're buying radio stations all the time.
And so around that time, is that when you got into the NRL? Yeah,
well, it's interesting because I started listening to what they were saying. Yeah. And the men themselves were really friendly. Like the AFL players, when you're dealing with them, ex-players who are commentators, which these guys are, they can be a bit egotistical. Yeah, a bit bigger than big. I felt the rugby guys were more down to earth, more humble, more Aussie, more you have a beer with the guy next door type of people.
I agree. I feel like AFL players, like, this is a very big stereotype, so don't quote me, but I feel like AFL players are like your city boys, and NRL players are like your country boys.
Maybe
they've got that vibe to them. I'm right into NRL. Like, I prefer the NRL Grand Final over the AFL Grand Final. Like, I'm obsessed with NRL.
It's at night too, so it gives you
didn't like
the lighting and that sort of thing.
That's what I didn't like. The only thing I do not like about the NRL Grand Final is that every year it's not only on a Sunday, but it's also at night.
It shouldn't be on a Sunday. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's a ridiculous thing.
Exactly. And if you're going to do it on a Sunday, if you are, it should be at like 3 in the arvo. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Why do they have it so late?
I think that because back in the day,
they reckon the lighting and the sound.
Back in the day, it used to be because AFL was Saturday, NRL was Sunday.
Yes, on the same weekend.
Yes, so I get that, right? So cool, leave it Sunday. But one, now it's not a shared weekend with AFL. No, NRL's a week later. And two, even if you have to do it on the Sunday because AFL's on the Saturday, why can't it be in the afternoon? AFL's in the afternoon.
Could it be, here's a little theory for you, nothing happens by accident, not something like an NRL Grand Final. Could it be that in terms of the TV broadcast being on a Sunday night has traditionally been a very strong place for TV ratings. I know TV's down. You're a TV person. You used to work at Channel 7.
I did.
And Sunday night ratings is like they used to always had the big movie on a Sunday night, remember?
It was Sunday night 8:30 time slot.
Was the big one.
Yeah.
And I reckon that's what this is all about.
I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research.
Guarantee Channel 9 last night and Imparja here would have won the ratings hands down, pants down, the whole works, right? I could say pants down because we're on this channel. And Justin won't listen to us anymore, so that's all right, our production guy. But, yeah, I would say to you that would have been – they would have absolutely – shirt-fronted everyone else last night. There wouldn't been any point running at 60 minutes or anything up against.
I feel like they would have got that.
Channel, but,
they would have got that whether they ran it at 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock, the ratings were still going to go crazy.
But when do you want more people watching? Do you want them watching at 3 o'clock, or do you want to win the ratings at 8:30 at night when everyone's throwing? There used to be a Channel 7 news show on it at night.
They already have high rating, as you said. Sunday nights is like the time slot. So whatever would usually go at 8:30 on a Sunday night would have had to be shifted. But
you'd have more competition with other TV stations putting out good stuff on a Sunday night too. So I reckon it's a way of just guaranteeing they win a Sunday night.
Maybe back in the day, but now with streaming services and stuff, I just don't think that's a thing. I'm gonna research this and find out.
Yeah.
Who do we have to talk to like get the NRL Grand Final moved?
Okay, so it starts here right now on this YouTube channel where we have a few listeners.
Yeah.
Listen to Sun 969. We've asked for it first. We're going to get the NRL Grand Final moved to either Saturday night or Sunday afternoon.
There's got to be a different reason, because I hear what you're saying, but I just don't think it's valid. Because look at the Melbourne Cup. That's not at night.
No, it's
Look
huge.
at the AFL Grand Final. That's not at night. Look at the tennis.
They tried one at night.
Yes.
During COVID.
They did. But what I'm saying is,
we're so glad that it went back to where it was.
Yeah, but see, what I'm saying is, if it was about a TV ratings thing, then all those other big things would be doing the same thing. But they're not.
I think there's a lot of what we call traditionalists in AFL. Fans who just want the old days. They want 6 games or 7 games on a Saturday afternoon. They just want the Melbourne teams in there, perhaps, or even if they have the interstate teams, but they want them all on Saturday.
Yeah.
So you can just have your Sunday back and go out and mow the lawns.
That's it.
That's the traditionalists want that. The suburban grounds, all that sort of thing. Look, we can't bring that back, of course. And rugby, was it traditional that they had them on a Sunday? This game has it been going for, or was it only since the 1990s? I mean, when did they move it to Sunday?
I don't know. I'm honestly going to have to do some research.
We need to find out what it is, because I find rugby is far less worried about traditionalism than AFL. They really don't worry about that. Because there's been super leagues, there's been all sorts of things.
But you've also got to remember too that today in New South is a public holiday.
Yeah.
So that's another thing.
And that is a good point.
Yeah.
So you raise a really good point.
So it could have
Queensland, New South Wales, public holiday today.
Yeah, and that's the biggest places where rugby's the biggest.
No, you make a very good point. And also they have the Bathurst the weekend after the Grand Final too. Was it Bathurst this weekend?
I have no idea. I don't.
Or was that next weekend?
Don't follow it.
I think maybe it's next weekend. It used to be traditionally after the AFL Grand Final. Week after was always Bathurst.
Well, what are we going to do in a few weeks' time when all the sport is done?
We'll look at racing, because Spring Carnival will be here.
Nah.
And there'll be cricket.
Nah.
There'll be cricket over the cricket season.
Nah.
Over the summer.
Not interested.
Why not?
I don't like it. It's boring.
And when does the A-League come out, the soccer? I think that's over the summer,
boring.
isn't it? I don't know when the A-League comes out these days.
Idea.
I think it's summer. No, there'll be lots to do. Or we can just watch Netflix. That's what a lot of people will do.
That's essentially what I'll be doing. On that note, wrapping it up for another day of Listen to Sun 969.